the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. And the Bruins kicker headed to the football, the crowd eager, and off we go, the start of a new season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boise State's offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. This guy's been through it all. He is a veteran around here and coming out to get his senior season underway. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Hands it off on the counter. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So UCLA's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This guy can be dangerous, Aiden Mizell. He'll try to get his senior season off on the right foot and become one of the top pass catchers in the land. On the run, it's Grove. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Straight ahead, it's Gaines. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snags it, turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
From the gun, it's Grove. See some running room. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 2nd and long here. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Lets it go for the end zone. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First carry of the season for this transfer. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. Quick give. It's Grove. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. throwing, Iamaleava. Left side, it's Moore. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes a grab past the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hits inside. It's Grove. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Grove. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Iamaleava on the play action. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Bruins! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on that defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Snap in the shotgun. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suckered you.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to going here. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glow. Up to 44 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Iamaleava fires quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Rushes on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Quarterback on the keeper. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. It's in the tight end in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They boot it away. Fields the punt. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And now the Broncos called their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. Breaks free and he might be gone. Touchdown Broncos! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the back in motion. Oh, a double pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you've got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
UCLA's head coach told me at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's changing the play. The run inside. It's Grove. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing, Iamaleava. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Moves the pocket. It's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Hands it off. Pass to 6. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Iamaleava. Lets it fly. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll run it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Trying to squeak with the pile. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. You see it. Offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. On the ground, it's Groh, driven back. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got him downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Gaines. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Turns on the jet. Touchdown, UCLA. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Wide receiver going in motion. The play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Trying to make one miss. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Straight ahead, it's Galloway. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing, Iamaleava. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. From the gun. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Broncos peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll give it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Finds his target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Push is ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide left, it's Anderson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Rush right in his face. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, it's Galloway. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Iamaleava. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Now Iamaleava finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls it on the option. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Brown. At the 35, he's open. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Broncos! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Under pressure.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Moving the pocket, it's Iamaleava. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Looks it in. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They'll run him again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Gaines. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Gaines. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.